Hello everyone, I'm here just to do a review and unbox of the PM-2, and I will start the test as well. And if you look at this, it's called the brand Melonare. What it is this is like more like a wireless headset, basically that it give you like a range up to 150 feet. And you got about 30 hours of the battery life that you can use. This is great for live performance. If you have a band, a concert, this will be a great thing that you can use that for your musical instrument. And so I'm gonna open the box, what is inside right now. Okay. All right, so now you can see what it came with. This is the menu, the user menu. And look like it's come with all the cable and some of this is the actual unit. All right, and I have the PM-1 before. It's all the model there, but now this is the 2 Melonare PM-2. I like the sleek design, how they designed this. Look like it's using a USB-C charger that way you're gonna plug into your USB-C. And now let me open this up. Yeah, this is how it look like. So that's the controller, Melonare RX controller. So you have all the button function in here. So you can also charge through a USB-C as well, right here. You can go through that directly, or you can go through the box on the back. That's like the base, like more likely like a docking station. And it's all of them the same. But if you look at it, there's a connection. You can see that's going through your headphone. Let's go to the headphone there. That this headphone, you can plug one of your musical instrument to that, and then the other end you can plug into your headset. So let's say you have this. So I'm gonna show you here first before I plug into my equipment. Okay, here's another one. So what it is let's say you have a headset like this. One go through here like that, and make sure you turn this on. So if you want to turn it on, if you look at it there, just make sure this is the power button, the power, okay? And then you can adjust your volume, sound up and down as well if you want to go higher. So all you have to do is just press this, like that, and then once turned on, you will see if it's a mono or stereo. If it's mono, you can only hear one side. If it's stereo, then you can hear both. All right, so you can see stereo is already labeled as blue, okay? And now, but I'm not gonna plug into the headset right now, but later. But first, I'm gonna plug into my mixer in a bit. I'm gonna show you what I have right now in the meantime. So this other end, this one, there's another receiver. If I were to plug on my keyboard, so you do the same. So you see where the headset is, and I have this cable. There's a TSR cable, but remember that if you were to plug into to this earpiece, it's not gonna work. So because the adapter, you need a small one. And what you need to do is you need to buy this splitter to a smaller jack, and you plug to here. So it's like this, and then you plug to this end like that. That's it. And then make sure you turn on. So the other end, I'm going to show you the other end. You're going to plug into your keyboard. That's to the keyboard. So I will plug in a bit, but I'm not going to plug right now. I'm going to show you what all the stuff that came with that. So it also came with this cable too. You see the cable. There's another small head pieces, but my keyboard doesn't have a small connector like this. But you can plug into any other equipment that using the small jack of your TSR. So I'm not gonna use this. So this is the cable that I came with it, but just make sure you can buy this this one extra if you want to plug it to the mixer, because my mixer doesn't have the small small output like this. So it's using a small one, using a big one. So make sure you can buy this connector. It shouldn't be that expensive, but I will provide the link that you can buy it as well through Amazon. Okay. And now, okay, so I'm gonna go through my connection. I'm gonna plug right now to it. Okay, and I'm gonna show you also how to plug this to your if you want to charge. So let's say, for example, let's say if I don't want to charge this directly, so you can go through the back here. See right here, I have my USB-C charger. Just go like that. So it's charging right now. Is you can see it's red. But if you want to charge through the whole base like a docking station, you can just go like that. Put it in all of them in there. So I'm gonna do the same as this, like that. You can turn it off, but I'm not gonna turn it off right now. So like this. And the good thing with this I like about the charging, because you can see it shows the percentage of the light itself. So I mean, showing how many the battery itself. Now you can see it's 100%. If it's lower, then more likely it's going to be going off percentage. So this is way better than the PM-1. Yeah. So this is the 2. Okay, now so that's why they came with this cool unit that has even you take it out, it will tell you how many percentage that you have too. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is now I'm going to plug into the equipment to my musical instrument. I have the keyboard, so this is how it's going to sound. So I'm going to use this TSR cable, the TSR cable. So you look at it, move this side. And I have the Yamaha PSR keyboard 970. So how my connection is going to plug into is going to go like this. So let me untangle this real quick. Oh, right now you can see I turn on volume, no sound right now. So, and what it is I have a connection, this connection only for the speaker. But I mean, I'm not turning on this mixer that I have right now, so you're not going to hear. But what I'm going to use a wireless receiver trying to play with this keyboard, so I can hear my JBL PRX1 soundbar. So we're going to hear loud. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use this first. I'm going to use this in receiver. So this is a receiver to make sure. I'm not going to turn it on yet until I plug in. Now, if you look at here, you can see I have this adapter, because this adapter basically, you can see it's not going to fit to here because it's too big. So you have to use this adapter, plug in like this, and then the other end you plug into on your keyboard on the back. So you have left and right, so you're going to either plug onto either one left or on the right. So either one. So now, and after you plug in, okay, and I mean, I'm not going to turn it on yet until I plug into my other mixer. I can turn it on both at the same time. All right, so you can see what is done. So you can bring your keyboard anywhere, by anywhere that either doesn't have to be close to your speaker. You can either plug into like 10 feet or up to 100 feet. You can have a lot of range on that there. So now, next step, I'm going to turn it off first. So I'm going to leave it turn it off first. And so the cable that came with this, there you see the cable came with this, it's just only like this, right? And you can plug into this side for the jack. So make sure you plug to this, right? And then the other end, you see my mixer. This is called the Yamaha mixer that I have is a 10 channel called MG10XUF. More likely I use for the karaoke mixer and for singing. But now I'm gonna play the keyboard through this one so I can hear through my JBL PRX1. So if you know what to plug into, so I'm gonna plug into channel 4. So if you look at it here, so this is the plug, because I cannot plug directly to that jack. So make sure you push it like this, and then I'm gonna put channel 4 on the channel 4 that I have. And so now I'm gonna turn the mixer before I turn this on. And if you look it up there, so so if you look it down, this is on my controller. So I'm gonna turn on my speaker. This is my speaker left and right. I just label everything, make it more organized. And then this is a mixer. Now you can see the mixer that's already, this is the controller for this. I'm gonna leave the volume off a little bit. So I'm gonna turn, so better off than to leave it all the way to high until you turn everything on and then just do it slowly, just in case, you know, volume too loud. Okay, now next, so the speaker both turn on already, left and right. And next one I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my keyboard and play some sound real quick, some style sound. So let's see if we can hear that through the speaker. And so I'm going to turn this on. So make sure when you turn on, you should see the light shortly. Now this light is on. See? Now the light's on now. And now I'm going to do the same thing as this one. Okay. Both lights on. Okay. Now I'm going to play some sound. Let's see if you can hear through that. Okay. Okay. So right now you can see it doesn't hear anything. And I'm not turning any sound, you know, even though I have a phone or jack plugged to this speaker, but I did enable that on the mixer. So this is wirelessly just through this JBL PX1 and go through my Yamaha keyboard. Okay, now you can see my keyboard is playing, right? So there's nothing here right now. So I'm gonna go back to my mixer, So you can see it's plugged to the mic or the line. You can either plug into your mic or the line input, and I verified both is turned on already. Okay, so let's see, I'm gonna move a little bit slowly. Let's see if you can hear the sound. Okay, all right, so nothing yet, right? Okay, so I didn't hear anything yet. So now I'm gonna test to see if the input's still on that one. Okay, let me double check that. Okay, let me go back. You've already enabled the sound. Okay, so now make sure, let me see, did I plug into, make sure they're on the phone jack. Okay, I got it in, and this is already on. Okay, good. Okay, now let me see. Okay, look like I didn't hear anything yet, but let me see if the controller did I plug it correctly to that. Okay, right, so all right, so I just noticed there that didn't look through on my menu yet, but when you plug in your keyboard through that, so if you look close up, remember the one that the main source that you need to connect, you can see if I put a little bit closer, it doesn't look like a headset. This is the main source that you need to plug in, because so if you look at the other one, this is the headset. This is like your basically the receiver that you're gonna listen. The transmitter need to plug into the one that, you know, your main source at. So make sure if you plug this to your main source right here, you're not gonna hear that. So now I'll plug in, so you can see this main source, and all you have to do, the other end already plugged in on the back of I have left and right, you know, for my keyboard. So I'm gonna turn on now. Okay, and so see, now you can hear now through the speaker here. Okay, and sorry, now you're gonna hear, you should be able to hear from the both speaker too on this side, and you see all the end I have plugged in is already here, and I can load down, you know, the volume control up and down. If you have the mixer, you can control that as well. Okay, so now I'm gonna play some music a little bit just to test how it sounds. This is the cha-cha-cha music, so I'm gonna play it on. Let's see. This is more like a cha-cha-cha Cambodian song, so I'm gonna play a song for a couple minutes just to test how it sounds, if any break up like that or not. Okay, I'm gonna... I'm just testing it. I don't know what song I'm trying to play. Just play through the beat. So I'm gonna try another beat as well called Rombong, just to see how it sounds. Gonna low down the beat a little bit. Alright, that's a quick test. You can see that I didn't hear any breakup or any other sound. So for the sound, it's still, you know, clear sound if you were to, you know, plug the phone and jack directly. So right here you can see it's wireless through that. And if you want to actually, you know, listen to the headset as well, you can also do this, because remember it came with the two controller, to receiver controller. You can, all you have to do is let's say you want to turn your, you know, your mixer off and you want to listen to the headset only, and all you have to do is just make sure you turn this on. Okay, or you can plug it first or turn it on later, is fine. Now if I were to listen and like this, I'm going to turn my my mixer down a little bit. So I'm going to basically, let's see how it's going to hear. So now you can see I hear through this now, to the headset. It doesn't hear through that, and it's already playing already. Yeah. It's already playing already on that. You know, and it still detects stereo sound. I mean, yeah. So far, I mean, everything pretty, you know, basic. I don't see anything much. Just make sure during your connection. I'm gonna turn this off first, since I'm not gonna able to use. Okay. Now all I have to do, I mean, I can, you know, I can plug into the receiver anywhere. Now you can see that I plug, you know, can move the equipment anywhere to that, so it should still able to work as well. Alright, so I mean, that's about it for this video, and this is called the Melonare PM-2. So I love it very much. It's more convenient. Like I mentioned that, you know, you can plug your guitar or, you know, any of your equipment that you want to use, you know, keyboard and any other instrument that you want to listen, you know, wirelessly. This would be the best and convenient and great for, you know, all the band player, musician. The range is pretty give, you know, good range as well there too. All right, thank you for watching my video, and hope you subscribe and like my channel. Thank you.